Hi guys. Zamyślne rush, just whenever you guys go live, we'll start.
Eric,
Hi.
good to see you. Just first of all, on the news that Ben Gibson has been called up. Have you played with him before? How good a player is he?
Yeah, I've played with him on quite a few occasions actually with the under 21s, and I've known him. I've known him since then. We're actually we get on quite well, so I've seen him quite a few times, and yeah, he's a very good player. I think he's been getting a lot of praise this season for how he's been playing for Middlesbrough. So I think it's fully deserved, and hopefully he'll enjoy his time here, and you never know, maybe make his England debut.
Given you do know him very well, will you seek him out tonight and help him settle in? Is that one of the roles that you'd like to do?
Yeah, I think this group of players, I think it's quite easy, to be honest, to settle in amongst the squad. I think I'm not the only one that knows Ben quite well. I think there's quite a few: Prowsey, Nathan Redmond, Raheem, Stonesy, Deli. So I think a lot of people have played with him in the younger age group. So I think it'll be quite easy for him. And as I said, within this squad, it's quite easy to settle in, I think. So I'm sure he'll be just fine.
And any initiation planned or anything like that?
No, not that I know of. No, I don't know. Ben's quite a laugh, so maybe it'd be quite easy to get him to do something. But at the moment, I don't think anything's planned. No.
Good news for Ben, but bad news for Chris Smalling. What exactly happened? What injury is it? Do you know?
No, I honestly have no idea, so I can't really say any more. Really, I don't know.
Just onto the game, Eric. Lithuania, very different proposition to Germany. What's the biggest challenge when you play a team that you're expected to beat and beat well?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. I think in all internationals now, there's no really easy game, to be honest. Every team sets up to try and stop us, especially here at Wembley. So it's going to be tough. I think we just have to be confident going into it. Try and play quick, exciting football, and hopefully they won't be able to handle that. But I think it's just key that we play with a lot of intensity, move the ball quickly. I think they'll be in a low block, in their half, and try and make it difficult for us. So I think we just have to be aggressive with the ball, move it quickly, and hopefully create a lot of chances and make it exciting for the fans.
Sorry to bring this up, but does the Iceland, is that a painful reminder that there is no easy game? Is that something you think about?
Yeah, of course. I think whenever you're in an England squad now, I think every time I'm in an England squad, I'm probably going to think about it. So yeah, it's a painful reminder. I think it's a good lesson, for the future. We can look back on that game and look at what we didn't do, and in games like on Sunday, try and do what we didn't, and hopefully we'll do that.
There's been a lot of talk about formations, especially with Gareth Southgate going 3 at the back against Germany. On a personal level, what's your preferred formation? What's your preferred position?
On both cases, I really don't mind, to be honest. I think I've played both systems at my club now, and both with England, so I enjoy both of them. I think both of them have their pluses and their minuses, so really it's up to the manager. I think both formations suit us. I think it's a big thing for the manager and this squad to be adaptable and be able to play in different formations and pose different questions of the opposition. So yeah, I enjoy both formations, and I just enjoy to play, really, no matter where it is.
Gareth Southgate is your third England manager already. What qualities does he have, and what differences have you noticed from the previous two that you've played under in Sam Allardyce and Roy Hodgson?
Well, I think, yeah, Gareth. I think he's been around England set up for a while. So with the under 21s, I don't think he's eager to make everything completely different and change everything for us. I think it's just little things here and there, and helping us as players. I think he was a player in the very not too long ago. So he knows how we think and what's going through our minds. And when we meet up with England, he's played for England, and so he knows all about that, and hopefully he can pass on his experience from those occasions as well. But I think he wants a camp where we enjoy ourselves, where we express ourselves. I think he said that himself. He wants to play exciting football, attacking football, and us to grow as a team. I think we're a very young team, and I think we want to be part of something with him that's very special.
I was just going to ask, because he is relatively young to be a national manager. Does that help for him to relate to the players, given he's played in the Premier League as well, and for you to relate to him too?
Yeah, I think so. I think obviously he can relate to situations that we've been in, and so as he. He spoke about it on the first day when we met up. We've had a few meetings, and he's spoken to us about his England career and his career at club level as well. So he has a lot of experience, and hopefully young players like myself and the other boys, we can learn from him and look to him for advice when we need it.
He's intimated that the captain of the national team will almost be done on a game-by-game basis. Is that something you've thought about? Is it an ambition of yours to lead your country?
Yeah, it's an ambition of mine. I'd love to one day be able to do that. I think that it is something that would be a real honour for me, and it's something that I'd like to work towards. But yeah, that's something that the manager decides, and I'm sure he'll pick who he thinks best. Did
you ever think that would be a realistic ambition for you, say even 2 or maybe 3 years ago?
You never know, really. Football, things can change very quickly. It goes up and down very quickly. You never know what's going to happen. I think I've always had qualities that a captain may have, and I think I can do that job. But as I said before, it's up to the manager to decide who he thinks best.
You mentioned the youthful aspect of this current England squad. With that in mind, when do you think is realistic to predict when this squad will peak? Is Russia 2018 realistic for this squad to peak, or is that perhaps too soon, perhaps the next tournament?
Yeah, I think we might be quite young, but I don't think we can play the age card forever. I'm 23 now, so I don't think that's very young, and I think we might have quite a few players that are around that age, but we've all played a lot of games, so age isn't everything. But I like to just go on a game by game basis. Really, I think football, as I said before, things can happen so quickly. It goes up and down that it'd be foolish to think any further than that. I think we have to keep working very hard as a team, as a squad, and everyone involved with England to try and improve and try and get to where we want to. And yeah, as I said, there's no point putting a target on anything, because football, anything can happen, really.
Last couple from me, Eric. Just some England fans were criticised the other night for some of their chanting. You're on the pitch. Could you hear it? Could you make out what was happening?
No, when you're on the pitch, you don't hear anything, really. I only heard about it afterwards. I didn't hear anything while I was playing. Just
finally, what would your message be to the fans who are coming on Sunday, particularly given that there's going to be a pre-match tribute to those who passed away in the terror attacks?
Yeah, I think in general the fans have been fantastic with us. Wherever we go, they're always fantastic. The support they give us is amazing. But all we ask is that they support us in the right way and they be respectful. And of course, because of the dreadful stuff that's happened over the last couple of days in London, we just hope the fans be very respectful of that, and us as players, we're gonna respect everything in the right way, and do everything that to honour the people that obviously passed away this week.
Next question.
Eric from ITV News. Just picking up on what you were saying now, so you live in and around London, you work in and around London. When you saw what happened this week, the terror attacks, how did that affect you personally?
Yeah, it's horrible. You never want to see things like that anywhere, especially where you live. First thing I did was ring my mum, because she works not too far away from there. So it's not very nice, and it's a dreadful thing, and we never want to see it. And hopefully on Sunday we can honour those in the right way.
What power do you think that football does have to unite people after something like this happens?
I think it's massive. I think I was involved in the game last year, the France game after the attacks in Paris, and I thought that was an amazing show of unity there as we were playing France as well. And yeah, that day was quite emotional to be a part of, especially as we were playing France. And I think it showed how strong football can be and bring everyone together like it did that day. And hopefully on Sunday it can do the same.
And just finally, back to the football from me. How patient do you think that England need to be, given the fact that when you face teams like Lithuania in the past, they've just wanted to defend?
Yeah, I think patience is key in that. You know, I think it's patience and being aggressive at the same time, which is sort of awkward. We have to be patient, keep the ball, but at the same time be aggressive with it, move it quickly, and try and create as many opportunities as possible. But with that patience about, you know, not panicking, not trying to force things, and in doing everything in the right way.
Eric, we've seen the introduction of Keane, Defoe to this squad, and now Gibson as well. Do you think there's starting to become a better spread of players from the Premier League from different teams?
Yeah, it's really good to see. I think it. To be honest, it shouldn't really matter where you play, what club you play for. You know, that shouldn't really matter. You should be picked on merit, and I think you're seeing what's happening, and I think that's right. It sort of depends on the time, really, doesn't it? Because maybe there are 10 players playing for one club that deserve to be in the squad, and then it would be different. But at the moment, it seems to be quite spread out, which is nice, and nice for those clubs as well. Like Middlesbrough, to have a player in the England squad is fantastic for them. Do you think it's having a good impact in the dressing room? Yeah, I think the atmosphere within the dressing room has been fantastic here since I've joined the squad. To be honest, I've got no complaints in that area, but yeah, I'm sure it's nice. Lots of different people from different clubs, different experiences. You know, as I said before, Ben's quite a lively character, so it should be quite funny having him around. And you could be getting used to Wembley being a homing club as well as country, looking at what happened yesterday and what might happen for Spurs next season. Do you think that will bring something to the England team to have so many of the players that could actually be playing there for the club next season as well? No, I don't think that will really change anything from a England point of view. I think all us Tottenham boys, I think we've played at Wembley enough now to be used to it, no matter where we play next season for our club. So yeah, it's fantastic. Every chance we get to play at Wembley is amazing. You know, it's such a famous stadium with so much history. So every chance we get to play there is very special. Finally, just to do with the centre-back problem, obviously Gibson's been called up, but has that created any anxiousness amongst the team this week, knowing that Smalling also now injured? Yeah, I don't think anyone's anxious about it. Obviously, we're very disappointed that for Chris and Phil getting injured early in the week as well. We never want to see that, players getting injured. So obviously that was very disappointing for them. But all it does is just gives other players a chance. That's the way football works. And now you know, Michael has another chance. John, Ben, you know, you never know, and that's the beauty of football, I guess.
A couple more live questions, Gary, and then we'll finish at the back.
Eric, Gareth spoke the other day about having 5 or 6 captains on the pitch. Do you naturally see yourself as one of those captains, and what have the rest of the players made of that? Have they bought into that idea?
I think it within the squad. I think those things happen naturally. You know, if someone believes that they can help the team in that way, I think they will. No matter who you are, no matter how old you are, how experienced. I think it's important that, you know, I don't think the responsibility should be on one person. I think it's upon all of us, you know, to do better for England. And on the pitch, I think those things happen naturally.
And in terms of the number of clear-cut chances you made against Germany, how much confidence does that give you going into a game against a side like Lithuania?
Yeah, I think obviously, as you said, we created a lot of chances against Germany. I thought, you know, I thought we played very well at times against them as well. So that gives us a lot of confidence. But obviously, it would have given us more if we had scored. So Yeah, there's obviously still a lot of work to be done, but we did create a few chances, and that was nice. But I think on Sunday it'll be a completely different game, and maybe even more difficult to create chances because they're not going to be as open as Germany were at times.
On the last section.
Eric, I understand Eddie Jones, the rugby coach, was down today. Did you speak to him at all? Did you speak to the players?
No, I said good morning to him earlier today. That's about it really so far. But yeah, I think he might be talking to us later, so that'll be really interesting for us to hear his point of view on things. And obviously, England rugby team have been doing very well recently, so it'll be very interesting to see what he has to say to us.